Morning everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about choppers, which is called your DC to DC converter. In previous lectures, we have already discussed about the working principle of chopper and different type of chopper, which was classified according to their output voltage. So there is a three type of choppers which was classified according to their output voltage. One was your buck chopper, another one was your buck boost chopper, and third one was your buck boost chopper. So in buck chopper, the output voltage was less than your input voltage, and in boost chopper, the output voltage was greater than to your input voltage, and in buck boost converter, both the operations are performed, and it will behave like a transformer which step up or step down your AC voltages. So the after this lecture, I'm expecting from the students that they will be able to understand your about your DC to DC chopper, and they will be able to understand the different type of choppers which perform in different quadrants, and they will be understand the waveform of different type of choppers. So before going on the discussion, uh, there are according to quadrant we can classify choppers in five parts. One is your class A chopper, another one is your class B chopper, class C chopper, class D chopper, and class E chopper. So first we will discuss about your class A chopper. From the diagram that you can see, in class A chopper, there is DC voltage and a switch which is connected to your freewheeling diode, and it is connected to your load. So when you turn on this chopper, or the switch is closed, then this circuit will be completed, and freewheeling diode will be in reverse bias, and the current conduction will be through the outer loop, and the current will start to flow from this direction to load, and you can see that the direction of current will be remain positive, and the voltage is also positive. Okay, so that's why this chopper is called your first quadrant of class A chopper. Now let's come to the waveform. When the thyristor is turned on, or you supply it a thyristor gate pulse, the current is flowing in the positive direction, and you are getting your output voltage in that case. Okay, but when switched is off, or you can say when chopper is turned off, then you can see that uh, the circuit will break, and the diode will be in your the diode will be in your forward biasing, and the current will start to flow in the same direction. It will not oppose the current, it will start to flow in the same direction, and the voltage is also zero in that case. So the current is flowing in that case, but the output voltage is zero. So you can say that the voltage is positive as well as current is also positive in both the operation when thyristor is turned on or turned off. Right. So class A chopper is your first quadrant chopper, in which your voltage and current both are in positive direction. Now let's come to the next point, that is your class B chopper or second quadrant chopper. So before going on the waveform, first we will discuss about the theory of this chopper. So you can see that the type B chopper, it actually its load contains a DC source E, or you can say E like a battery. Okay, so in the load you will see that there is a battery. You can see over here that in the load of this chopper there is a inductor and there is a battery which is your E. So when chopper is turned on, E drives the current through L and R and in a direction opposite to that showing in figure. So you can see that when this chopper is turned on, when this chopper is turned on, you can see that the battery, this is your negative terminal and this is your positive terminal. So the voltage will be in positive direction, but the direction of current will be in opposite. and the current will flow in this direction. So during the on period of the chopper, the inductance L stores energy, and when chopper is on, E drives a current through L and R in a direction opposite to that. So we can say that in this case the current will flow in the opposite direction. Okay. So when chopper is off, now let's come to the next point. When chopper is on, the current is flowing through this battery in the opposite direction, and the voltage will remain in positive direction. But when you turned off this chopper, what will happen? When the energy was stored in this inductor, it will start to flow. Okay, and the current will start to flow through this diode, and the current is flowing from load to source. Okay, the current is flowing from load to source in the opposite direction of this load direction current. So in this case the current is also in your negative direction, and the average output voltage is, you can say, when chopper is turned off. Yes, when chopper is off, diode deconducts and part of the energy stored in the inductor L is returned to the supply. So average output voltage is positive and average output current is negative. You can see from the waveform when thyristor is triggered or when it is in off condition, off state, then diode D2 is conducting. The current is flowing in the negative direction. Okay, the current is flowing into the negative direction, and you are getting some voltage over here across this output voltage. But when thyristor is, this chopper is turned on, you are also getting current, but which is in the opposite direction of this load current. So the current is in negative direction, and the voltage across this chopper is zero. That's why the voltage across of this load will be zero, right? So the average output voltage is positive, and the average output current is in the direction of negative direction. So you can see from the diagram the current is in negative direction and the voltage is in positive direction when chopper and diode D2 both are conducting individually. So this is your type B chopper, and you can see that Class B chopper is used for regenerative braking of DC motor, and Class B chopper is a step up chopper because the voltage which you are getting in this case, it will be the sum of the voltage across this inductor plus your battery voltage. So output voltage is equal to LdI by dt plus your battery voltage. So it is always greater than your input voltage. That's why this is called your step up chopper. You can see from the wave equation that the output voltage which you are getting from this diagram is equal to E plus LdI by dt, which is always greater than your input voltage. So this is all about your type B chopper. Now let's come to next chopper, which is very important. That is your class C chopper. This is also called your quadrant chopper. So class C chopper is the combination of your class A and class B chopper, which is connected in parallel. You can see from the diagram that this is your class C chopper, and both choppers are connected in parallel. Now, yes, when CH1 is turned on and freewheeling conducting operate together as a type A chopper, that is your first quadrant chopper. So when CH1 is on condition and freewheeling diode both will conduct in first quadrant. So this is your type A chopper, and then D2 and CH2 is conducting, that is your type B chopper. So when CH1 on and freewheeling diode conducting operate together, type A chopper, first quadrant chopper, and when CH2 and diode D2 is conducting operate as your type B chopper. So when CH1 is on, when CH1 is in the on state, the load current is positive, and you can see from the diagram when CH1 is in on condition, the current will flow in the direction of your load current. So the current direction is in positive condition. When this put off, then the energy stored in this inductor is transferred to the freewheeling diode, and the energy is released by this freewheeling diode. So freewheeling diode will conduct, but the direction of current will remain in the same direction. Now CH2 is on, sorry, when CH1 is on, the load current is positive, the output voltage is equal to V, and the load receives power from the source. When CH1 is turned off, energy storage stored in inductance L forces current to flow through the diode D2, and the output voltage is your 0. So this is your current continues to flow in positive direction. When CH2 is triggered, the voltage E forces current to flow in opposite direction through L and CH2. You can see from the diagram when CH2 is turned on, when your CH2 is turned on, then the current is flowing in the opposite direction of this load direction. So the current will start to flow in this direction. So the current direction is in negative direction. When this CH2 is turned off, then this diode will come into the conduction mode, and again the direction of current is also negative. So chopper CH1 and CH2, sorry, the CH1 is turned off, energy stored in inductance L forces current to flow through the diode D2, and the output voltage is 0. When CH2 is triggered, the voltage E forces current to flow in opposite direction through L and CH2. So the output voltage is your 0 in this case. On turning off CH2, the energy stored in the inductance drives current through diode D1, and the supply output voltage is V. So the input current becomes negative and power flows from load to source. So average output voltage is positive because of the presence of freewheeling diode. So average output current can take both positive and negative values, and choppers CH1 and CH2 should not be turned on simultaneously, as it would result in short circuiting the supply. So the class C chopper can be used both for DC motor control and regenerative braking of DC motor. So class C chopper can be used as a step up or step down chopper. You can see from the waveform. Then when your CH1 is turned on, you can see from the diagram, that is your gate pulse which is applied to the CH1, and the current is flowing into the positive direction. When after that the diode D2 is comes into the picture, and it conducts the current in opposite direction. Okay, sorry, it conducts the current into the positive direction. When CH2 is CH2 is turned on, the current is flowing into the negative direction. After CH2, D1 is on, still the current is in negative direction. So you can see that this is the operation of two quadrant chopper, in which the current is positive as well as negative, but the voltage is always remain in positive direction. So this type of chopper is called your class C chopper. Now next chopper is your type D or two quadrant type D chopper. So class D chopper is also a two quadrant chopper, and when both CH1 and CH2 are triggered simultaneously, the output voltage V0 is equal to Vs. You can see from the diagram that this is your class uh, D chopper. This is your class D chopper. This is your CH1, this is your CH2, and this is your diode D1, this is your diode D2. So how it will operate, that when both CH1 and CH2 are triggered simultaneously, the output voltage will equal to Vs and the output current flows through the load. When these both S choppers are turned on simultaneously, then the current direction will be in positive direction and the current will flow through the load. So uh, when CH1 and CH2 are turned off, when CH1 and CH2 are turned off, the load current continues to flow in the same direction through load D1 and D2. So due to the energy stored in the inductor L, and the output voltage will equal to minus Vs. When you see that when both SCRs are on, the inductor is connected into the load, so the energy stored in this inductor will start to flow through these diodes. Okay, through these diodes, the current direction will remain in positive direction, but the voltage will be in opposite direction. So the output voltage is equal to V naught is equal to minus Vs, and the average load voltage is positive if chopper is on, time is more than the off time. So average output voltage become negative if T on is less than T off, means the chopper will remain for lesser time as compared to its off time. So hence the direction of load current is always positive, but load voltage can be positive or negative. So you can see in the diagram that the at the time when CH1 and CH2 is turned on, the current is in positive direction. When it is turned off at this particular period, okay, this is your turn off period of choppers, then in this particular period diode D1 and D2 will conduct and the current is still remaining in the positive direction, but the input current is going into in negative direction, and the chopper current will remain zero, and the output voltage you can see when CH1 and CH2 is on, the output current is your I1. When diode D1 and D2 is on, condition that the output current is your I2, and the output voltage you will get in this case, the output voltage is V positive, and in this case the output voltage is your negative. So we can say that in type D chopper, both you are getting positive and negative voltage as well as your positive and negative currents. So this type of chopper is called your D chopper, because in this chopper the both quadrants are working, and these are your quadrants in which your when alpha is equal to 0.5, which is your duty cycle, and if it is equal to turn on time divided by your total time, then the this circuit will operate in first quadrant. When your duty cycle is less than your 0.5 or half, then this circuit will operate in this quadrant in which your voltage is negative but your current is in positive direction. So it is operating in both the quadrant. That's why this is called your two quadrant type of chopper. From these equations, we can understand that if turn on time is greater than 0.5, zero point 0.5, the average value of V naught and I naught are positive and power flows from source to load. When turn on time is greater than zero point 0.5, sorry, if it is less than zero point 0.5, the average value of V naught, sorry, is it right? Actually, this is your turn on time and this is your turn off time. So in this case, the turn on time will be less than your zero point 0.5, but your turn off time will be greater than your zero point 0.5. So the average value of V naught is negative and the I naught, the load current, which is your I naught, is will be in positive direction. So power flow from load to source in this case, and by this equation you can easily get the output voltage, which is equal to Vs into T on minus T off upon T, where V naught is positive for T on is greater than T off. V naught is negative if T on is less than your T off. So V naught is equal to 0 and T on is equal to T off. In this case, the output voltage will be 0 when turn off time is equal to your turn on time, right? So it operates in three situations: when turn on time is greater than your turn off time, when your turn on time is less than your turn off time, and when your output voltage is 0 when your turn on time is equal to your turn off time. Now let's come to the next point, that forward uh, type D or two quadrant type B chopper, it can be operated in forward motoring operation, rectification mode. So it is the first quadrant operation in which your voltage is also positive and current is also positive. So when switches T1 and T2, this is your two switches, T1 and T2 are conducting, both the output current and output voltage V naught are in positive direction. We have already done. Now the circuit path will be Vs, T1, load, T2 and Vs. So the power flows from source to load, and this is known as rectifying operation. So it's this operation occurs in first quadrant. Now reverse braking mode of operation, in which you can see that T1 and T2 is switched off and the load inductance generate a huge amount of voltage to maintain the current in the same direction, and the inductance voltage forward biased both diode and D1. So the current path will be from D1, your Vs, and D2 to load. So here the output current is positive, but the output voltage is negative. So power flows from load to source. So we can achieve reverse braking operation in this mode. So this type of chopper can be used for reverse braking operation of motor. So hence the motor speed can be controlled by changing the duty cycle of the switches. So this is very important application of this type D chopper. It can be used for your reverse braking operation of the motor, which can control the speed of your motor. Now the last point is your type E or four quadrant chopper. So four quadrant chopper, as the name uh, is given, that four quadrant chopper, that it will operate in four quadrants. So it consists of four switches and four diodes in anti-parallel. So you can see in the diagram that this is your four quadrant chopper. So we are using four choppers or four switches in this type E chopper. There are four diodes D1, D2, D3 and D4. Now you can see that it consists of four switches and four diodes in anti-parallel. Numbering of choppers is done corresponding to their quadrant operation. When CH1 and CH4 are triggered, output voltage I naught flows in the positive direction through CH1 and CH4, and you will get the output voltage which is equal to your input voltage. So you can see that when CH1 and CH4 is simultaneously triggered, that you are getting the output voltage when CH1 and CH4 is on, and CH1 is on, then the current direction will be positive, as well as you are getting positive output voltage. Now, this is your step down chopper. It will behave like a step down chopper. Now, when this gives the first quadrant operation, when both CH1 and CH4 are off, you can see in the diagram, then when CH1 and CH4 are off, then the energy is transferred to this inductor, and the current will start to flow through this inductor, and this terminal become negative and this terminal become positive. So diode D1, D2 and D3 will turn on. So when CH1 and CH4 are off, the energy stored in the inductor drives I0 through D2 and D3 in the same direction, but the output voltage will in the negative direction. So you can see that when D2 and D3 is operating, D2 and D3 is operating, the current is in your same direction, but your voltage will be in your reverse direction. So this is your um, uh, second quadrant operation. Now, when CH3 and CH2 is triggered, when you can see that when CH2, this is your CH2 and CH3 is triggered, you can check that the current is flowing into the opposite direction. When this is turned on, this is turned on, then the direction of current will be in your opposite direction. So when CH2 and CH3 are turned on, the current I0 flows in opposite direction, and the output voltage is V0 is equal to minus V. So since both I0 and V0 are negative, the chopper operation in third quadrant. When both CH2 and CH3 are off, the load current I0 continues to flow in the same direction D1 and D4, and the output voltage V0 is equal to V. So therefore the chopper operates in second quadrant as V0 is positive but I0 is negative. So you can see from the diagram that in the first quadrant, when CH1 and CH4 is on, the current is in positive direction and the voltage is also in positive direction. When this when D2 and D3 is in operation, D2 and D3 is in operation, then the current will be in your negative direction, and the current will remain in positive direction, but the voltage will be in your negative direction. When your CH2 and CH3 is in operating condition, CH2 and CH3 is on, the current is on in negative direction as voltage is also negative. You can see that the current will remain in opposite direction and the current will flow. The current will flow like this. Okay, and the current is in opposite direction and the voltage across this also will be in opposite direction. When CH2 is operated, CH2D4 is operated, CH2 and D4 is operated this direction. It stored the energy, and the current will remain in your negative direction. Okay, because it will behave like a source, and the current will remain in your negative direction, and the voltage will remain in your positive direction. So this is all about your type E chopper or four quadrant chopper. So type E chopper, in first quadrant CH2 and CH3 are off and CH2 is on, CH1 is operated, and CH1 and CH4 begin on, and the output voltage is your equal to your input voltage, and I0 starts flowing. Both V0 and I0 are positive direction, with CH1 is equal to off. Positive current freewheeling through CH4 and D2. Both V naught and I naught are controlled in the first quadrant. So it acts as a step down chopper. In second quadrant, CH2 is operated and CH1, CH3 and CH4 are kept off. So CH2 is on, reverse current will flow through L, CH2, D4 and E, and L stores energy during the on state on CH2, and CH2 is equal to off. So current is fed to the source through D1 and D4, and output voltage is greater than your input voltage, so resulting the negative output current. So in this case, in second quadrant, the chopper will behave like your step up mode, and load it must contain the battery, or you can say it must contain E. Third quadrant chopper, in which CH1 is off and CH2 is on, we have already done that. CH3 is operating, polarity of E is reversed. With CH3 on, load gets connected to source versus, hence both output voltage and output current are negative in direction. With CH3 off, negative current freewheeling through CH2 and D4. So both V4 means output voltage and output current are controlled in third quadrant. So chopper operates as a step down chopper. Next is your fourth quadrant operation of type E chopper, in which you can see that CH4 is operated here while other devices are off. So load E has its polarity reversed to that of the source. With CH2 is on, positive current flows through CH4, D2, L and E, and stores energy when CH4 is on. With CH4 off, current is fed back to source through D2 and D3. Load voltage is negative, but load current is positive, leading the chopper to operate in your fourth quadrant operation. Now power is fed back from load to source. So here chopper operates as step up chopper. So this is all about your class A, class B, class C and class D choppers. Class A chopper operated in only one quadrant. Class B chopper operated in also in one quadrant, but in which current is on negative and voltage is positive. And class C chopper operated in two quadrant. Class D is also operated in two quadrant, and class E operated in four quadrant. So this is all about your class A, class B, class C, class D, and class E chopper, and their applications where we can apply these choppers to controlling the based on your this lecture. And in this lecture you will be able to understand these questions, which is so let's come to the first question. In the fill in the blank type of chopper, two stage conversion takes place. Actually, if you are using your a chopper in a AC link, then you require two-stage conversion, because chopper is your AC DC to DC converter, and in AC link first you have to convert your AC to DC, then that DC voltage can be converted into the variable DC voltage by the help of your chopper. So two-stage conversion takes place when you are using AC link. Now second question is that what is your choppers converts? AC to DC, DC to AC, DC to DC, and AC to DC. So it is simple that chopper is your DC to DC converter. So it will convert your fixed DC voltage into your variable DC voltage. So next question is that question number third, in which you can see in which you can see that a chopper is maybe a chopper may be thought as a inverter with DC input. Sorry, a chopper may be thought as a inverter with DC input, DC equivalent to of an AC transformer, and so chopper may be thought as a DC equivalent of AC transformer. So B is the right answer for that. In fourth question, which device can be used in chopper? So which device can be used in a chopper? So we have already discussed that the any switch which is semiconductor device, it may be your BJT, it may be your MOSFET and GTO. These switches can be used as a chopper. So fourth is the right answer for that. Now next question is here. A chopper is a time ratio controller, and B option is your AC to DC converter, C is your DC transformer, D is your high speed semiconductor switch. So actually chopper is a switch and which can be operated at high speed. So this is called your high speed semiconductor switch. Now next question is, what is the duty cycle of a chopper? So duty cycle of a chopper is equal to T on upon T. So this is your duty cycle of a chopper. Next question is, the load voltage of a chopper can be controlled by varying duty cycle, firing angle, reactor position, extension angle. We have already discussed that the load voltage of the chopper can be easily controlled by your duty cycle, which is denoted by alpha or small d, which is equal to turn on time, the ratio of turn on time upon the total time. So T on upon capital T is your duty cycle, which is responsible for your output voltage in a chopper. Now, the next question is, the values of duty cycle alpha lies between. So the duty cycle, the maximum value of duty cycle is 1. So alpha must be greater than or equal to 0, but always less than or equal to 1. So the C is the right answer for that, that the value between alpha lies 0 to 1. Okay, so maximum value of alpha. So next question is, if T is the time period for a chopper circuit and alpha is its duty cycle, then the chopping frequency is. So the chopping frequency will be alpha, T on upon alpha, T off upon alpha. Alpha is divided by T off and alpha is divided by T on. So D is the right answer for that. Now the next question is, find the output voltage expression for a step-down chopper with PS as the input voltage and alpha as the duty cycle. So, right answer is your B. The output voltage is equal to the input voltage into duty cycle for step-down chopper, because the output voltage is always less than your duty cycle, and duty cycle is your turn on upon T, which is always less than 1. If you multiply your input voltage by less than one quantity, then you will get the output voltage, which is always less than your input voltage. So this is your step down chopper. So this is all about your chopper, that we can, I want to summarize my lecture, that the chopper is a DC to DC converter. It's like an your AC transformer, as it step up or step down the DC voltage. So by fixed voltage, you can get variable voltage by the help of chopper. It can be divided into three parts according to its output voltage: buck chopper, boost chopper, and buck boost chopper. If you classify this chopper according to their coordinates, then it can be classified into five parts: class A chopper, class B chopper, class C chopper, class D chopper, and class E chopper. And both have all the chopper have their own importance. So according to their coordinate operation, these chopper can be used for your uh, uh, speed control of your motors and regenerative braking, etc. And the duty cycle is very important for chopper, which formula is alpha, which is denoted by alpha, and alpha is equal to T on upon T. So the according to this duty cycle, you can vary the load voltage or output voltage, right? So there are a number of applications of chopper in present scenario. So it is very important device. And as a switch, you can also use BJT, GTO, MOSFET, and IGBT in your chopper switch. And chopper is like your high speed switch, means it will turn on, turn off the devices as very high speed. Okay, so thank you. If you have any problem, you can ask me. Thank you so much.